Hello, Lisa. Thank you so much for letting me record this session where we're talking about Google My Business and helping you go through the setup of it.
Thank you for helping me.
Now, we already went through because of personal information and just did basically logged in, got the basic setup of the company information, the address, and all those kind of details. But now we literally just finally got into the initial part of your Google My Business, yeah?
Yes, this is the first time I've ever seen this.
Cool. So we're going to impromptu kind of record some of the other details on this. What you're looking at right now, we're still pending verification, and that's kind of an important thing to pay attention to. Throughout the process, when you're done, you need to put in an address that you'll be able to receive mail to, because you have to validate that you actually can receive mail there. They're trying to make sure that you actually have a brick and mortar or location. So once you get that, you'll log back in, you'll be sure to log in and put the information in. So now there's other additional information that you're going to want to put in, such as it's saying here, you've got 50% done, your hours, your description, and your logo.
Oh, okay.
So as we click into it, you'll go in, and it's actually not too hard. So go ahead and I think hit the plus sign, it'll pull up. You can start by filling in one of the days, and I believe it lets you copy and paste like the rest of them throughout it.
12 a.m. Feels like it these days.
It's 12 a.m. somewhere in the world. Now don't forget to close. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
And you'll go through and you'll basically, you can do is either copy it and then just paste as you go through each of them real quickly. You got it. Workflow efficiency.
Yeah. It's particularly important when you're on camera.
Oh, that's okay. That's what we have editing for.
Okay, so these are kind of idealized, but that's fine, right?
Well, and that's what I recommend. We all know, especially this time of year, that we work much more than just these stated hours. Mm-hmm. So consider these the hours that you feel it's okay somebody can call you, and actually you should be responsible for picking up the phone.
Yeah.
So I would probably do from noon till 2 p.m., but we should probably go a little wider just to actually get clients. Now, adding special hours, you can go back to a little bit later, but I do recommend this. It's a great way for certain holidays to, like your birthday, maybe birthday week, you can actually put on there that you're going to be closed. So whatever holidays that you know for sure you will not be open, by setting that, you're actually populating that information immediately. So somebody on one of those days, you don't have to worry about like changing your voicemail as much, and it helps it out quite a bit.
No, I like that. That's great.
What I really love about this, so yeah, that's great. It'll even give you the basic holidays, of course, that are coming up, and then you can go throughout the whole year. I did my whole year.
That is awesome.
What I really love, appointment URL. Do you use a booking system? Like
not well, but yeah, I have Calendly set up.
Calendly would work. So hit cancel on here real quick.
Okay.
And as you go a little bit further down, you're going to see appointment URL.
Oh.
Exactly. What that will do is you can click on that. That's a newer feature within about the last year plus, roughly. It gives you the ability, you can add that URL right there. So you want to choose the proper one that will take like new services straight to your point where you would have them log in and make that appointment. In case somebody's on a phone, now they can literally make an appointment right then and there. Take away any of the barriers to entry is the goal.
That is awesome.
Services, this is one I have a little bit of a difficulty with, especially if we're trying to go off the concept of value-based pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they do make it to where you can list your services, but they do want you to put a price in. So it's a little bit challenging there.
You can't put like TBD or TBA or something like that.
They may change it. It might be possible. But I do feel you could possibly use it as a kind of a funnel to get rid of people that would not be appropriate matches.
Whoa. That would be cool. So like your get out of bed price would become
Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about. I love that.
Okay. I did not make that up. You know I didn't.
But I'm going to use it. I'm going to borrow it for sure.
Yes,
My
please.
quotes are not going to have "get out of bed," and they're going to be like, "What?" So it's what you would do is you can actually have sections. So with our company, we have, of course, bookkeeping and payroll, right?
Yep.
If you can create a section and then create the item, but keep in mind when you do these and you're doing like the item description, everything you're populating into this, because the service you're offering is bookkeeping, you should be trying to keyword stuff, or at least use that word bookkeeping in your section name, in the item name, in the description name, because you're feeding the beast with directly the words you want.
Awesome. Okay, that makes sense.
So if you hit the back button, we'll go back out of this one real quick. And now let's see what else we got here towards the bottom. Okay, add attributes. The add attributes can be a couple things such as accessibility capabilities. I know it's a brand new building for you. So you know what? Absolutely, please click that.
There is a restroom.
That's probably a good thing, or it'd be short days.
Well, funny story. Our first office did not have a washroom, but there was like a far walk away, about 10 minutes away, there was a washroom.
And these can always be added later on as well.
I think
but it is important to do it because, especially in today's environment, these are things that are important to people in their buying decision.
Totally. Yeah.
So be sure to click apply so we don't lose those.
Okay.
And let's see here, what else we've got. So add business description. This is one that I don't want you to enter yet.
Because you want me to fill it chock-a-block full with all those keywords.
I want you to masterfully design. This is kind of like your 30-second elevator pitch in a readable format on a phone or the web. So you should play with it. You should spell check. Please spell check it.
Yes.
I know you will, but everybody else. Add an opening date. This is one, if you've been open for a good period of time, in other words, a couple of years, absolutely add it in.
Okay.
Even if it's new, it doesn't hurt to add it, but maybe you don't have to. But the opening date is
like
get started.
Like the date you established your business, not the date you moved in. Okay, great.
Established your business. Good question.
15. Okay. This isn't even a fib, but it was on the 1st of January.
Oh.
Okay.
I actually chose a holiday anyways too. So, new year, new chances.
Yeah.
By far the most important thing on here.
Add a photo? Yeah.
Not a photo. Like now you can add a single one, but probably one of the most valuable things that you can add, Google loves photos. They love them, they love them, they love them, they love them, they love them.
So do they care about like people in the photos or like location in the photos? Does it matter?
Let's go ahead and click on add photos and you're going to see there's actually some pretty neat aspects to this that you're going to have different types that you can do. So for example, our company Parkway, we just moved into a new office space back in October, which means it's not that new, but anyways. I have still not gone in and added interior pictures of our offices.
Oh.
Previously, we had home offices. So unless I was trying to take pictures of our mascot dogs, that wasn't going to really work for me, right?
Yeah.
They love to see pictures with people in it. They've got the different breakouts. They love video. Of course, everything loves video right now. Interior, exterior is meant to help specifically show people like they got to the right building. Interior is supposed to show the elegance of the office, right? You're speaking to your clientele.
Yeah.
And you're at work and your team should be showing the atmosphere, the environment, the fun. That's where you're showing people and they're smiling and they're
personality. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then identity, of course, would be like logo, I personally feel.
Wow, I had no idea that when you search, like I use Google all the time for this stuff. I had no idea how much flexibility and how many options, like you can really curate the profile. I didn't realize it was so intentional.
This has grown pretty dramatically over the last 2 years. Google has really invested a lot of time, money, and energy to be able to spotlight small business owners. It's something that they've really focused on and giving us the power, the tools of like the medium and larger companies for free.
That's really neat.
So when you've got a moment, it is important you want to, if you're doing logos, you should always do a logo that has a transparent background. That means you're getting the logo by itself, not a black box with a logo, but the logo by itself, because you just never know what color your logo is going to go on, right?
I think I'm safe there, but that is a great point.
Be sure to add the logo as quick as you can. The cover.
Should I just add one right now?
Yeah, if you've got it quick and easy, I think it'd be perfect.
Okay.
And especially now for you, because you have a G Suite subscription, you're kind of already in that whole Google world, right? So
yeah, which I don't usually have. Oh, I do have white as a background, so it should be transparent.
Well, that's okay. Let's go ahead and put it up for right now. You'll usually be able to tell the difference because a PNG will be transparent and a JPEG will not be.
So
JPEGs are smaller in size. Actually, it's not too bad. So now we want to, obviously, it's a great logo.
Thanks.
Let's squeeze it out larger so we're getting more of it.
Is that okay?
Not really, because of symmetry. Bring it in a little bit closer. OCD, no!
I totally can't even tell.
Top needs to come down a little bit, and the left needs to come in a little bit. There we go. Perfect. You'll thank me later. Okay, now set logo.
Yeah.
You already have a website, but for people who did not have a website, if you look off to the left-hand side, you're going to see all of our different options we can choose from. Home, posts, info, insights, review, messaging, photos, websites, and users. Go to a website real quick, please. This, I would still recommend, after you set everything else up, still set this up. It doesn't hurt you to have to, yeah.
Okay.
It will end up creating, you can set up your domain to where it creates like a secondary website, and every time as you mature with this and you start adding posts onto your Google My Business, which then show up on your Google listing when people search, all of that stuff gets curated onto this website automatically by Google, and it's free.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay.
So go ahead and click on Get Started. We won't go all the way through it, but we'll just kind of show you. It is literally super simple to where somebody, again, who does not have a website, it'll take you 5-10 minutes, pick some choices, put some words up, make it fancy, good to go.
This is so great. Tell your customers, blah, 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 publish when you're ready. Wow.
Now, if you scroll, like this is the random, like, congratulations, we made a website for you.
Yeah.
So you can make this. The reason I want to show this is it has things like get a quote, make a phone call, get directions, so forth. So anytime somebody leaves you a Google review, you'll actually automatically see everything right there. Let me do this. I'm going to see if I can do this right. On my site, I'm going to pull up my website. Business. I think it's site. And if I get the URL correct, perfect. Would you open another tab real quick?
Yeah.
And type in Parkway, actually up in the URL, we'll go parkway.business.
Sorry. Parkway.business.
.site.
Like that?
And then enter. Perfect. So my normal website is just parkway.business.
But this is the one that they made for you.
Yep. And it's changed a bit. So a kind of a point of attention is you need to always keep an eye on it and review it. Like that's actually supposed to be bigger and it's supposed to have words in it. But you'll still get the idea. So here, these are posts.
Great.
All of those are different posts, different things that I've added in over time, different testimonials. Different service
all
offerings.
Of this stuff is pulling people towards your site.
Yeah, it's all being loaded into Google My Business at some point. So it's not like aggregating it from the web, but it's all stuff I chose to put on. It's got our new location because we just updated that a couple months back. So for somebody who doesn't have any website whatsoever, this is a really powerful way to get started.
Oh my word, and so cheap.
Yeah.
This is great.
So the posts are important. I'd like to have you real quickly click on, let's go to, you're almost at the projects one there, right? The deep dive into, actually, you know what, do remote accounts toolbox, because I'm going to be greedy and I'm going to promote for VendorSync at the same time.
Boom.
So this is a post. I took an image of a webinar I was doing last year with QBox and my application VendorSync where we could talk about it. And I wanted to make sure I fed the beast, fed information into it. Basically, anytime you ever create a blog article, anything of that nature for your own website, if you're doing a weekly blog piece, take the image that you know, I don't do it either, the image that you create for that and upload it into Google My Business, write a little quick snippet, and you can do sign up where it takes them to a link to a register or a learn more, and it backlinks straight to your website. And then once you set that up, it can also be shared. You can share that information directly to social media. So click on the ellipsis or whatever, the three dots. Nope, don't record it. Wrong thing. We'll go to yours. Once you share to social media, to Facebook, everything else, so now you're really starting to game the system, is a way to say it, that where can I put the information first to optimize where it can go out to?
Okay.
So now let's go back to yours though.
Okay.
So you can come through, and I believe you can, you should be able to either hit publish on it, which will publish it, and you'll want to go back and do updates, of course. Don't think anybody's going to find it right away, so you'd be okay. Or you the back arrow, and then you can always come back to it, of course.
I mean, there's nothing even sensitive in here, right?
No.
Like there's nothing.
No, it's not sensitive. It'd be more about just making sure it's a good representation, but you're fine for right now.
Just make sure you give me homework so I go back and fix it.
So now if it's been published, we actually want to go backwards. We want to get back to our main thing here. So let's
Congrats!
go. Look at that.
And so now
actually this is even better. So now you've got add more photos. You can describe your different offerings, but let's go. We don't want to do any of that. You can actually do paid promotion here as well, but I want to show you some other free stuff that's more important first. So click X.
Okay.
And now let's do the back arrow. I'm going to guess 2 hits on the back arrow. Boom.
What?
So that takes us back to our main dashboard.
Okay.
And again, the way we got to the dashboard, because we didn't talk about that right off the bat, is on the tic-tac-toe board up by your name, exactly. You would see, if you go scrolling through, you'll have My Business.
That's new.
If it's not there, do a search, go to Google and type in Google My Business, then click the link and then go sign in, and it will start you through the whole process.
Google My Business. So this is the one that we clicked on, right?
Yeah. Be sure to click on the ad, because Google takes enough of our ad money, they should have to pay too.
Yeah. I have a feeling they get it for free.
There goes my discount probably, but no.
Oh, oops. Okay, so that's what we did that was off camera before we got started.
Exactly. And then the rest is just filling it all in. So the last little bits and on some of this, which we can then do a part 2, is stepping through some of this. I'd like you to go quickly into posts on the side there. So this is that area I was talking about of creating a post. It really is important. A post will actually stay active for 7 days.
Whoa.
So what this means is when you create the post and you put the information up there, you'll get to view it, make sure it looks good. But if a company searches for your business, you will now, like if you go back to Google and search your own company, you're now going to see more information than you ever did before. And those posts will show up as part of the Google Map aspect of it. So if you think about it, if you're searching for a bookkeeper and there's 5 different companies listed, and one of them has this great display as questions being asked and answered, it's got posts onto it, it's got reviews, and the others don't have any, which one are you going to choose?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I know that to be true because the Find a Pro Advisor site has worked so well for me. I have 18 reviews and no one has really focused on reviews. So I pop up first each and every time. So this, I imagine, would work very similar to that.
It would. And now this is somewhat controversial, but I'm going to say it anyways, because I have been making this suggestion openly to anybody who will listen to me for the last couple of years. I think one of the best things Intuit could do for their ProAdvisor channel would be for them to find a way to aggregate all of the reviews from Google and Yelp and show those on their platform as well.
Yes.
And I chose Google and Yelp on purpose because those are validated, verified reviews. You can't game the system as easily. So it guarantees the quality of information to small business owners looking for it. But at this moment, I currently have to choose, do I want people to put reviews on Google or do I want to go to my ProAdvisor?
Yes, I totally agree, because they're not going to want to do it twice.
I love you Intuit, but they're going to go to Google because I need to feed the beast. And then I get more referrals from Google than I will from the ProAdvisor, but I do still get quite a few there. That's one thing you'll want to do is we should say, hi, Sean, you motivated this.
Hi, Sean.
Talking about reviews, right? So having reviews, you're going to want to try to obtain some extra reviews on your Google My Business. A good way when you're getting started, we all do a lot of stuff to help each other out. We do a lot of stuff to be friendly to people that could be potential clients. Sometimes one of the best things you do is give away a little bit of free time, help somebody out, and when you're done, say, if
that
you
works.
a good service, would you do me a favor and please give me a good Google review?
I literally did that this week, and it worked like a charm. And she actually was one of the people who I did the work for free. It took half an hour, no big deal. But I convinced her to do an review on Facebook and on the Find a ProAdvisor site at the same time. Yeah. But it's like good karma, like getting it out into the world. She was worried that she would have to pay an arm load for something that took me no time. And it was actually kind of fun. So
I agree. What's funny is we actually have a couple different accountants and a couple different app companies that have given us reviews. I take pride in that because if we can take care of our own, if you will, then I always believe that clients will also believe we can take care of them.
Yeah, that's such a good point, because it gives such a different perspective to what you're like to work with as well. I actually think that if I had more reviews from the accountants that I work with, that would actually be a huge boost of credibility for sure.
And while talking about reviews, so many people are so concerned all the time about the impacts of a bad review. A bad review can be just as powerful as a good review so long as they are few and far between. They prove that you're a human. It's how you respond to a bad review that matters the most. Always take the high road. Like, as I would say, there's a certain thing that's called being dead right. Even if the person is just trying to prove a point, take the high road, because it's all about responding to where the people that read it after the fact see you as a credible business who cares what the bad review said from that aspect.
Yeah, I totally agree. That is really the way you respond to something is like a true testament to your character, because you're doing it when you don't want to have to do it.
You got it. So those are some of the highlights. We can go through on another time, and after we set some of the stuff up and after we've had a chance to gain some insights, I'd love to show you a little bit more about the insights, the reviews, and even how you can set up messaging to your phone. So if somebody does a search, you can get a text message straight to your phone, and you can reply straight from your phone back. You can do, there's so much powerful stuff. So why don't we do a round two sometime soon?
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for your time today. I really, really, really appreciate it. This felt like a mystery to me. I had no idea where to even start. So I really appreciate you holding my hand through the whole thing.
You're very welcome. And as I always say, here's wishing everybody a very successful week.
Thank you so much, Matthew.